we started with chanting, which actually chanting is a kind of reciting the Buddha's verse, the Buddha's teaching. We start with the quality of the Buddha, the quality of the Dhamma, and the quality of the Sangha, and 30 parami. This is our morning chanting. Doing chanting is very good to start with meditation, because when we do chanting, we need to concentrate, we need to focus. Without focusing, we would just, we just can't chant. Even monks, sometimes we remember all the chanting, but sometimes our mind is all over the place. We just miss the line and, doing wrongly chanting. Luckily sometimes you have following the books and then you make that go into the line again. So chanting is good to start with when we do meditation. So in the beginning, when we are trying to concentrate, when we have awareness on what we are chanting, so our mind is here, then when we start doing meditation, it's easier for us. It's easier, and starting with practicing and chanting is good for starting with. Even it is said in the Dhammapada, talking about chanting. Even we don't know the word at all. The word that we are chanting is Pali language. It's supposed to be the language that used or spoke at the time of the Buddha. Then we use this in canonical text, or to record the word of the Buddha or the teaching, we call Tripitaka. Then we use Pali, and also we use Sanskrit. That what we are chanting is Pali language. Pali language. Actually, we don't understand the meaning. Only the one who learn carefully, or who learn, who are well at Pali, they can know the meaning of the chanting. But even we don't know, it's still useful for us. Many said when they come and do chanting and listen to the chanting, make their mind calm and peaceful. At that moment, you gain the calmness and peacefulness. That is very, useful for us for that. Once in maybe during the times of the Buddha, 500 of bhikkhus, some bhikkhus, they are doing reciting the Abhidhamma in a cave. Then there were some bats, isn't it? Bats. So the bats in the cave, they listened to the monk chanting Abhidhamma. They didn't know the meaning at all. They didn't know what they are saying. They didn't know whether it's Dhamma or whatever the meaning. But they're just listening carefully. Then their mind at that time is very concentrated to the chanting, to the reciting of the Abhidhamma. Then it said, later those bats, after they, depart, after they died away, all of them are, born into the realm of the heaven, is said. So the Buddha also said, when we have like a good, or concentrate or the purifying, pure mind, while we are while we are passing away, then next life, next existence, next realms, we're going to have a good or a pleasant realm, a pleasant existence, a good existence. So all of the bad, because of listening to that, and they're very concentrated and very have a good mind at that time, had a good mind, then they had a better life. So that chanting even we don't know, but if we very concentrate into that and using it as to calm our mind down, this is also useful. So today I want to start with this. Doing meditation, we want to calm our mind, and we want to make our mind still, and we make our mind stable. And not just it, we want to awaken our mind from the delusion, from the hatred, from the greedy. So from this kind of things we call awaken. So it's come from the word of Buddha, or the Bodhi mind. When we have the Bodhi mind, then we have awakened from that. We are not sleepy in the kilesa or in the defilement. So doing meditation is to develop our mind, to have like concentration, to have calmness, and to have fully awareness or mindfulness. Then we can be awake in daily defilements or desire. Because in our day-to-day life, we feel and we say we encounter a lot of situations. Sometimes we don't like, sometimes we happen to see, a lot of situations that, agitated our mind. So without training mind, we can be like irritated easily. Then we can, get pain, suffering from those kind of emotion, from those kind of phenomena, from those kinds of situation. So that's why we are here today. We want to practice our mind. We want to train our mind to be, at least to calm our mind down from those kind of things, and to be more awakened, to be more alert, to be more understanding our emotion, and to be able to manage our emotion. Many people may be confused about, why we have been doing meditation for a long time, and have been listening to the teaching from the monk, reading the book for many times. I've known a lot about Buddhist teaching, about the meditation, but why am I still not become enlightened yet? Maybe like become confused or get lost. Because we haven't done enough for the practice, and maybe we didn't do like the right way, and maybe we just didn't put our enough effort for that practice yet. If saying that, if we go back to the time of the Buddha, why some people, some upasaka, some upasika, some monks, they listen to the Buddha's preaching, to the Buddha's talk, only one time, then they became enlightened. They become like knowing they are fully become enlightened. They don't have to make a lot of effort. Why? It is easily to say is that because they have in their previous life, maybe they have practiced, they have accumulated, they also learn from their previous life, and then in this very life, when they listen to the talk, just only one talk, just only one time, And then they also, contemplate, they also do wise reflection. Wise reflection is yoniso manasikara. When you do wise reflection along the talk, then when we understand the talk, then you become enlightened easily. Like something that you used to know before. For example, in your life, now you are in your late 40 or beginning of 40 or 50, 60. When you were young, you happen to know something, then now when somebody telling you something that you used to know, you used to practice, you used to encounter, you used to experience, then you just get click to that, you just understand easily. Why? Because you used to know already, you used to practice. Same thing, but something that we are used to, then when somebody telling us, we just get the meaning easily. Same thing. And somebody who had accumulated like parami, we call parami. Parami is perfection in the previous life. Then when they listen to the talk, they just click it very easily. Same thing. Maybe in our previous life, we don't know what we were. We may be, we may be like a buffalo, a cat, or any kinds of animals. We haven't got any opportunity to listen to talk at all. So it's okay now, in this very life, now we have time, we have opportunity to born to this life. We have, all part of our body is ready to listen to, or to learn, to be able to or capable to learn to understand the talk, to teach the teaching, learn by ourselves, listening from other people, listening from the monks or from the experienced people, or learning from the book. So when we understand this, we come into the practice, we do wise reflection, this is yoniso manasikara, and then we come into practice like we're doing now, sitting together here. Then we keep doing this, doing it again and again. Then, we will, this is also, we are accumulating perfection. Then one day, it can be today, it can be next day, you will become, understanding more and more until you are, able to get rid of all the defilement in our mind and fully gain the real happiness, which is we call the amata sukha. Then, why it is still very difficult to be like to gain or to reach the level of like real sukha or the enlightened mind. So as I said earlier, we need to put more an effort for that, and then get more listening that we call like sutta maya, to develop our panya, to gain more panya from sutta maya panya, that's from listening, from cinta maya panya is from thinking, from analyzing the teaching, and from bhavana maya panya is from what we are practicing, and also wise reflection, yoniso manasikara. So while we are practicing, we need to call reflection, right reflection, or another one meaning is that to, in the way of like wise understanding the reality. So by understanding this, we'll develop more understanding. So now, while we're meditating, whatever arising to you, whatever coming to your sitting, to your meditation, you just wisely understanding it as they are. So now, what is as they are? They are not permanent there, and they are suffering. They are not under your control, not self. So under these three characteristics, when you contemplate, when you doing reflection into that, again and again, you release your upadana. Upadana is that your attachment, your clinging, your holding. When we release it, then you won't hold it anymore. When you won't hold it, then you will find the real happiness. Then this kind of practices, we start from sitting and reflecting and noting things that are arising and trying to letting go from bit by bit, step by step, until it's fully understand and our mind is able to accept it. So today, I would like to give this short introduction for you, and then we'll do more discussion in the afternoon. Then simply we do sitting. We sit our back correct, our back upright, so that we can breathe in and out comfortably and easily. We sit cross-legged if you are able to. If you are not familiar with that or not used to this kind of sitting or cross-legged, you can sit the way that you feel comfortable. Use the cushion to support your sitting. Then we close our eyes, gently. We close our eyes, and we come back to start noting breath. Start with noting our breath, breathing in and breathing out, because our breath is always, pleasant here, not about the past, not about the future, and it's neutral. It's not not about liking or disliking, not about pleasant or unpleasant. It's just going neutral, going in and out. So we use our breath as an anchor for to tie or to anchor our mind to be pleasant. When our mind is pleasant, then we are able to learn more what is arising to ourselves, to our mind here and now. Then when we are aware of that, when we are able to learn, then we'll be, wisely, mindfully, to be able to manage it. So with mindfulness, with concentration, then we will gain more our wisdom, or our wisdom will be developed. Then we'll be able to to have the peace of mind from our practice. So shall we start with our practice?